The next question is asking about the shape, outliers, center, and spread for the distribution that we just created for the count of the number of quizzes I'm passed out of 4. So let me turn this over and look at this distribution. This is the number of quizzes passed out of 4, and this is the probability histogram. So I'm just sketching in a potential density curve, and I'm looking at this, and it looks like there's a tail toward the left-hand side, like the left toes on my left foot. So this is more left skewed. So the shape is going to be, I'm going to say it's left skewed. Now to come up with the statistics, the values from this data, I'm going to actually enter 0 through 4 into list 1. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then over here in list 2, I'm going to list their probabilities. I know it says frequency list, but I'm going to list in 0.036, 0.132, 0.2604, and 0.3315. Let's see, am I missing anything? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. 0.036, 0.132, 0.260, 0.3315, oh, almost there, 0.2401. Now every one of the possible values, I have a probability, not a frequency, a relative frequency, but I'm going to use my calculator to come up with the statistics. Stat, calculate. I only have a single variable, the number of quizzes passed out of 4. Those values are in list 1, and despite the fact that it says frequency, I'm going to enter the relative frequency was in list 2. So second, number 2, accesses list 2, calculate, and the statistics, the values coming from my sample appear. X bar meaning the mean of my sample. So on average, I expect 2.6 quizzes passed out of 4. It didn't give a sample standard deviation, it gave a population standard deviation. We're going to go with that one since I gave it the frequency list. The number of values, that's interesting, it says 1. I'm going to go back just to make sure. 1 bar stats, list 1, list 2. All right, so stat, calculate. All right, I know that I entered in 5 different values, so that's curious. They're reporting 1 being the frequency. And I'm just going to check, double check. Yeah, list 1, list 2. All right. Stat, calculate, get back to those statistics. Okay. So we have also a median of 3. That mean was 2.067. Remember, I have a mean of 2.6 approximately, and I have a median of 3. Go back over here. Yep, median's 3. And notice that the mean is smaller than my median, kind of corroborating my statement that this is left, this is left skewed. So here's the median, the mark where 50% of the observations are above. And let's see, that's 33, and this is 24. So 50% are above, 50% are below, so the median is 3. The mean, the balancing point, is going to be about 2.6. So right about there is the average, and it's smaller than the median, saying that it's pulled a little bit by these entries that are skewed to the left. So left skewed is my shape, For skewness, I'm going to record my center with the median. I'm going to record my spread with the interquartile range, which I need Q3, the third quartile or the 75th percentile, and take the difference between the third quartile and the first quartile, the 25th percentile. On the calculator, I see that Q3 is 3, Q1 is 2, so the difference between those is 1. So I have an interquartile range of 1, and the units would actually be quiz. And the median would be passing 3 quizzes. So the average, I would expect X bar to be 2.6 quizzes. I've got shape, center, and spread. Now for the outliers. Since it's skewed, and I'm recording my center and my spread using the median and the interquartile range, I'm going to use those two statistics, actually these 3 statistics, Q3 and the IQR, Q1 and the IQR, to come up with my outliers. So my outliers, when my distribution is skewed, anything bigger than the end of the box, so Q3 plus 1.5 the IQR. Q3 was 3 quizzes, 1.5. The interquartile range was 1 quiz. So this is going to be anything greater than 4.5 quizzes out of 4 is going to be an outlier. Yes, since there are only 4 quizzes, you can't pass more than 4 quizzes. So no significantly high outliers. Well, let's look for significantly low outliers. Anything smaller than, start at the other end of the box. So Q1 here was 2 quizzes, and the median was 3. So this is my box plot. There's the median and the third quartile. The max was 4. The min was 1. And so, oh, that's really lopsided. So 1, 2, 3, 4. These should all be equally spaced. This is my box plot. Starting at the left end of the box, Q1, subtract off 1.5 of the IQR. So starting at 2, subtract off 1.5. The IQR we found to be 1. 2 minus 1.5 is 0.5. So anything passing less than a half a quiz. Nope, can't do that either. So there are no outliers observed.